The Republican National Convention this year is being held at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. I've mentioned this a couple of times. And, many Republicans, of course, love guns and more guns in more places. But the Quicken Loans Arena does not allow guns. In fact, it's one of those gun-free zones that are hated by many, many Republicans and pro-gun advocates. And many Republicans are saying that these gun-free zones are where shooters go on purpose, knowing that guns are not allowed. So there's a change.org petition that has now been signed by more than 50,000 people demanding that Quicken Loans Arena allow guns into the Republican National Convention. And listen, they're pointing out something I agree with. This is a double standard. How can the Republican Party be pro-gun and say the safest places are where there are more guns, and then not allow guns at their own convention? I get it. It's not their building, but they selected a building where guns are not allowed. If they were committed, Lewis, to gun rights, couldn't they find a place that would allow everybody to come in with guns? I mean, it has to be possible.
They could have. So now the question is, what belief do they hold closer?
Right.
That of businesses being able to decide what's best for the business, free market stuff, or the gun thing.
Let's put up a quote, just a piece of this petition with over 50,000 signatures at this point, where they say, "This is a direct affront to the Second Amendment and puts all attendees at risk. As the National Rifle Association has made clear, gun-free zones, such as the Quicken Loans Arena, are the worst and most dangerous of all lies. The NRA, our leading defender of gun rights, has also correctly pointed out that gun-free zones tell every insane killer in America the safest place to inflict maximum mayhem with minimum risk." Of course, as Lewis alluded to, the Quicken Loans Arena is private property and they can do whatever they want, but the petitioners don't care. They also say the policies of the Quicken Loans Arena do not supersede the rights given to us by our creator in the U.S. Constitution. So they are basically saying businesses businesses that don't want guns can't really make that call because the rights given to us by God in the Constitution supersede that. They don't respect the freedom of businesses to decide what's best for their particular business.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess they've answered the question. So this is an interesting situation. I predict that this will remain a gun-free zone.
Yeah.
And that is definitely for the better.
I say, no. I say not only should they allow guns, issue everybody a gun as they enter. I mean, mandate that this will be the safest place in America where everybody will be armed. Now, in reality, a lot of my friends will be at the Republican National Convention, so I'd be pretty worried for their safety. But if Republicans want 50,000 guns there, let them have 50,000 guns there. I mean, they're the ones saying how safe everybody will be.
That's it would be an interesting experiment, and I would love to see the results. Maybe. I would like to, maybe if we could conduct this experiment in some sort of computer simulation, but we can't really do that.
But I believe that it is definitely a contradiction here when they say it is so deeply held and important that people be able to have guns and they are the party of the Second Amendment, but at the same time, they will strip everybody of their guns at what is their biggest event of the year, where they decide who will represent them in the national election. They should really have guns there, and I would love to see what the results are.